Welcome back to Coach Coin Collectibles, where today we're counting down the top 4 rare USA 1-cent coins that collectors across America still search for in pocket change and old coin jars. From a 1983 penny in fine condition to a rusty 1992 cent, a worn 1988 penny in poor condition, and a rusty 1993 Lincoln cent, each coin has its own story, collector appeal, and hidden value potential. Even coins with damage, wear, or rust can attract attention when they feature rare errors, unusual details, or hard-to-find conditions. Stay tuned as we explore these fascinating Lincoln pennies and uncover why these everyday 1-cent coins continue to excite collectors and treasure hunters nationwide. Let's start. The 1983 USA 1-cent coin is becoming one of the most talked-about Lincoln pennies among collectors and treasure hunters across America. Many people are now searching through old jars, coin rolls, and family collections hoping to discover this historic copper-colored coin in fine condition. What makes the 1983 penny so exciting is the growing demand from collectors who believe certain examples could become future high-value collectibles. A well-preserved 1983 1-cent coin can easily attract attention because of its strong historical connection to the early 1980s and the important transition period in United States coin production. Some rare versions and era coins from this year have shocked collectors with impressive auction prices, making the 1983 penny a fascinating topic for both beginners and experienced numismatists. The story behind the 1983 Lincoln cent is deeply connected to a major change in American coin history. During the early 1980s, the United States Mint was adjusting coin materials because rising copper prices made older pennies expensive to produce. By 1983, most 1-cent coins were struck using a zinc core with a thin copper coating. This change created huge interest because collectors often compare the newer lightweight coins with older heavy copper pennies from previous decades. The 1983 penny carries the image of President Abraham Lincoln on the front side, continuing the famous design first introduced in 1909 to honor Lincoln's 100th birthday. For many Americans, this coin represents both history and patriotism, making it more than just pocket change. On the front side of the coin, collectors can see the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right with the word Liberty beside him and the year 1983 below the image. Above Lincoln's head appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," giving the coin its traditional American identity. The back side of the 1983 penny features the famous Lincoln Memorial design, showing a detailed representation of the monument in Washington, D.C. Inside the memorial, sharp-eyed collectors can even spot the tiny figure of Lincoln seated in the center. This iconic design remained one of the most recognizable coin images in American history and continues to inspire collectors around the world. The cultural and historical importance of the 1983 penny continues to grow because it reflects a unique moment in American economic history. During this period, inflation and rising metal costs forced major adjustments in coin manufacturing. Many collectors believe coins from transition years become more desirable over time because they symbolize change. The 1983 penny also reminds people of everyday American life in the early Reagan era, when simple pocket coins were still heavily used in stores, vending machines, and public transportation. Today, younger collectors enjoy discovering these coins because they connect modern generations with the past. One of the key facts about the 1983 1-cent coin is its weight. Standard 1983 pennies made from zinc weigh approximately 2.5 grams, while extremely rare copper transitional errors can weigh around 3.1 grams. This difference is very important because collectors often use small digital scales to identify potentially valuable error coins. A fine condition 1983 penny usually shows moderate wear but still keeps clear details in Lincoln's hair, the lettering, and the Lincoln Memorial structure. Fine condition coins are especially attractive because they remain affordable while still looking visually appealing in collections. The rarity of the 1983 penny depends heavily on condition, mint marks, and possible minting errors. Regular circulated examples are common, but rare doubled die varieties and transitional copper errors are highly desired. Some collectors are willing to pay enormous prices for unusual versions because they are difficult to find. A standard 1983 penny in fine condition may only sell for a few cents to several dollars, but rare error coins have reportedly reached hundreds or even thousands of dollars in private sales and auctions. Exciting stories about hidden treasures continue to increase public demand for these coins every year. In today's collector market, many coin enthusiasts estimate that an ordinary 1983 penny in fine condition could sell for around $1 to $5 depending on appearance and demand. More attractive examples with strong details may reach around $25 or even $50 among dedicated collectors. Rare error varieties can create incredible excitement, with some dramatic collector estimates reaching $300, $500, or even over $1,000 for exceptional discoveries. In British currency, collectors sometimes discuss values ranging from £50, £120, £250, and even £700 for rare and unusual examples in outstanding condition. These impressive numbers continue attracting treasure hunters who dream of finding a valuable penny hidden in everyday change. Collectors searching for 1983 pennies should always inspect coins carefully under bright lighting. Checking the mint mark, weight, and possible doubling on letters can help identify rare varieties. Storing coins inside protective holders is also important because scratches and environmental damage can reduce value quickly. Many experienced collectors recommend avoiding harsh cleaning because cleaned coins often lose collector appeal. Building knowledge about mint errors and coin grading can greatly improve the chances of finding something valuable. The 1983 USA 1-cent coin remains one of the most exciting Lincoln pennies for modern collectors because it combines history, rarity, and the thrill of treasure hunting. Even a fine condition example can spark interest due to the growing popularity of rare American coins. As more collectors search for valuable pennies, demand for unique 1983 examples continues to rise. Whether discovered inside an old collection, a forgotten drawer, or spare pocket change, this small coin proves that even an ordinary penny can hold surprising historical importance and exciting collector value. Number 2. The 1992 USA 1-cent coin is still one of the most talked about Lincoln pennies among coin collectors across America, especially when unusual condition marks and aging effects appear on the surface. Today, many collectors search through old jars, family collections, and pocket change hoping to discover a hidden 1992 penny with rare characteristics. Even a rusty condition coin can attract attention because age, circulation history, and mint variations often make these coins feel unique and collectible. Welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of rare American coins, where small pennies can sometimes surprise collectors with impressive market prices and unforgettable history. The 1992 Lincoln cent was produced during an important era of United States coinage when billions of pennies were still heavily used in everyday American life. This coin continued the famous Lincoln design that first appeared in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln, one of the most respected leaders in American history. By 1992, the U.S. Mint had already switched the penny's composition to mostly zinc with a thin copper coating, giving the coin a lighter feel compared to older solid copper cents. Many collectors believe coins from the early 1990s are becoming harder to find in attractive condition because most examples spent years in circulation, leading to corrosion, discoloration, scratches, and rusty-looking surfaces. On the front side of the 1992 penny, collectors can see the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right side. Above his image appears the famous national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word liberty is placed beside the portrait. The year 1992 is displayed clearly beneath Lincoln's shoulder, making it easy for collectors to identify. Even when the coin shows rust-like spots or dark aging, the design still carries a strong historical presence that reminds people of America's long coinage tradition. On the reverse side, the coin displays the Lincoln Memorial design, a symbol recognized by millions around the world. The words, United States of America, and 1 cent stand boldly around the memorial, while E pluribus unum appears across the top. Many collectors enjoy studying the reverse side closely because some rare 1992 pennies contain spacing varieties that became famous in the coin collecting community. One reason the 1992 penny continues gaining popularity is because of the legendary close AM variety. On certain rare examples, The letters A and M in the word America appear much closer together than normal. This small detail created enormous excitement among collectors, and genuine examples have sold for thousands of dollars at auction depending on condition. Because of this discovery, many people now inspect every 1992 penny they find, including coins with rusty or worn surfaces. Even lower condition examples can attract attention if rare characteristics are visible. Stories about collectors discovering valuable pennies in ordinary circulation continue fueling interest in this coin year after year. The weight of the 1992 1-cent coin is approximately 2.5 grams because it was made primarily from zinc with a thin copper plating. Its diameter measures around 19 millimeters, giving it the familiar penny size recognized throughout the United States. Although rusty condition pennies may appear damaged, many collectors still keep them as historical pieces because every mark and discoloration tells a story of circulation and survival through decades of use. Some coins develop unusual toning or darker colors that make them visually distinctive, especially for beginner collectors building affordable collections. In today's collector market, ordinary 1992 pennies in rusty condition are usually worth only a few cents, but coins with rare minting features or stronger detail can command much higher prices. Some circulated examples sell between $1 and $15 depending on appearance and demand. However, rare varieties connected to the famous close AM design have reached astonishing values. Certain authenticated examples have reportedly sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars in auctions. In British currency, some enthusiastic online sellers advertise rare examples with values ranging from £150, £350, or even over £700 for coins believed to contain special features. Although not every listing reflects actual confirmed sales, these eye-catching prices continue attracting attention from collectors and treasure hunters across the internet. Collectors searching for valuable 1992 pennies should carefully examine the date, mint mark, lettering spacing, and overall surface condition. Using a magnifying glass can help reveal important details that are often invisible to the naked eye. Protecting coins inside holders or sleeves can also prevent additional corrosion and preserve remaining detail. Many experienced collectors recommend avoiding harsh cleaning because cleaning can reduce collector value and damage the coin's original appearance. Even a rusty-looking penny can become an exciting discovery if it contains a rare variation or unusual mint error. The 1992 Lincoln cent remains a fascinating part of American coin history because it combines historical design, everyday nostalgia, and the excitement of rare discoveries. Millions of these coins circulated through stores, schools, banks, and homes across America, yet certain examples now generate serious attention in the collector community. Whether found inside an old piggy bank or hidden in a forgotten coin jar, the possibility of uncovering a valuable 1992 penny keeps collectors searching every single day. This small 1-cent coin continues proving that even ordinary pocket change can sometimes hold extraordinary surprises. Number 3. The 1988 USA 1-cent coin is still one of the most talked about Lincoln pennies among collectors who enjoy searching through old pocket change for hidden treasures. Many coin enthusiasts believe that even a poor-condition 1988 penny can attract attention because of its history, age, and the excitement surrounding rare minting varieties. In today's collector market, old Lincoln cents continue to create strong interest, especially when people discover unusual examples in forgotten coin jars or inherited collections. The 1988 penny represents an important era in American coin production, and despite heavy wear, scratches, discoloration, and faded surfaces, these coins still carry strong nostalgic and collectible appeal for many buyers across the United States. The background of the 1988 1-cent coin connects directly to the long-running Lincoln cent series that first began in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln. By 1988, the United States Mint had already changed the composition of the penny from mostly copper to a copper-plated zinc mixture, making the coin lighter than older Lincoln cents from previous decades. This particular year remains popular because collectors constantly search for rare mint errors and transitional varieties connected to the late 1980s. Even coins found in poor condition can become conversation pieces because some collectors hope to uncover hidden details or valuable mint characteristics beneath years of circulation damage. The excitement around these coins keeps demand surprisingly active in the modern rare coin market. On the front side of the 1988 penny, collectors can see the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing toward the right side. Even on poor condition examples, Lincoln's profile usually remains visible enough to identify the coin's year and origin. Above the portrait appears the national motto, "In God We Trust," while the word "Liberty" stands proudly to the left side. The date 1988 appears near the lower right section of the coin. Although heavy circulation may leave scratches, fading, rust-like discoloration, and worn edges, these imperfections actually tell the story of the coin's long journey through American commerce and daily life over several decades. The reverse side of the 1988 1-cent coin displays the famous Lincoln Memorial design, which remained on the penny until 2008. The Lincoln Memorial stands in the center, symbolizing unity, freedom, and American history. Above the memorial, the words "United States of America" curve around the top edge, while 1 cent appears boldly beneath the building. The Latin phrase "E pluribus unum" is placed above the memorial, adding another patriotic element to the design. Even when the reverse side becomes heavily worn in poor condition, collectors still appreciate the classic appearance and historic symbolism connected to this famous American coin. Culturally and historically, the 1988 penny carries more meaning than many people realize. Lincoln cents have been part of American life for generations, passing through millions of hands in stores, schools, restaurants, and homes. For many Americans, these coins remind them of childhood savings jars, family collections, and the excitement of coin hunting. Even a damaged or poor-condition penny can hold emotional and historical importance because it represents a real piece of United States history. Some collectors enjoy preserving worn coins because they believe every scratch and faded detail reflects decades of economic activity and everyday American life. The official weight of the 1988 1-cent coin is approximately 2.5 grams because it was produced using a zinc core coated with copper plating. This lighter composition became standard during the 1980s as production costs increased. The diameter remains about 19 millimeters, making it instantly recognizable among American coins. Despite being a small denomination, the Lincoln penny continues to hold massive popularity within the numismatic community because certain dates and mint varieties can become surprisingly valuable under the right conditions. One of the key facts about the 1988 penny is that collectors often search for special mint errors and variety differences, especially the famous 1988 and 1988D transitional reverse varieties. These rare versions have created huge excitement in the coin collecting world because they feature subtle design differences connected to later coin dies. While most circulated 1988 pennies are common, collectors continue examining old coins carefully in hopes of discovering a rare example worth significantly more money. This ongoing treasure hunt mentality keeps the demand for old Lincoln cents alive and growing every year. In poor condition, a regular 1988 1-cent coin usually carries only modest collector value, but market excitement can still make certain pieces appear highly desirable online. Many coin sellers advertise these pennies as hidden treasures with values reaching hundreds of dollars depending on mint marks, errors, and collector demand. Some heavily circulated examples are promoted with estimated market prices ranging from $100 to $500, while rare error varieties may attract even stronger attention from serious collectors. In British currency, sellers sometimes describe these collectible examples with estimated values between £80 and £400 depending on rarity claims and overall interest from buyers. Although not every coin reaches these prices, the strong online fascination surrounding old pennies continues encouraging collectors to search for rare discoveries. For collectors interested in the 1988 penny, patience and close inspection are extremely important. Many valuable coin discoveries happen when people carefully examine old coins under bright light or magnification. Checking for mint marks, unusual lettering, design differences, and die errors can sometimes reveal hidden collectible potential. Storing coins properly inside protective holders also helps preserve their condition and prevents additional damage. Even poor condition coins can remain desirable if they contain unusual features or rare production mistakes that attract attention from the numismatic community. The 1988 USA 1-cent coin proves that even the smallest piece of American currency can generate huge excitement among collectors and history lovers. Despite poor condition, worn surfaces, and years of circulation, this Lincoln penny still carries historical importance, nostalgic value, and the possibility of hidden rarity. As interest in rare coins continues growing across the United States, many collectors remain eager to search through old pennies hoping to uncover an overlooked treasure. Whether kept as part of a personal collection or admired as a piece of American history, the 1988 1-cent coin continues holding a special place in the world of coin collecting. Number 4. The 1993 USA 1-cent coin is becoming a fascinating piece for coin lovers and everyday collectors who enjoy searching through old pocket change for hidden treasures. Even a rusty condition 1993 penny can attract attention today because collectors often look for older Lincoln cents with unusual aging, mint errors, or unique color tones. Many people are surprised to learn that a simple coin once worth only 1 cent can now spark conversations in the collector market, especially when demand for vintage American pennies continues to grow. The 1993 penny carries a classic American appearance that reminds collectors of the long history of United States currency and the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln on the nation's coins. The background of the 1993 1-cent coin connects to the famous Lincoln Memorial Cent series that remained one of the most recognized coins in America for decades. During the early 1990s, millions of these pennies circulated across the country in stores, banks, vending machines, and family coin jars. Although the coin was produced in large numbers, collectors still search for certain examples because condition, mint marks, and rare minting mistakes can dramatically change value. Even rusty examples create interest because corrosion patterns and aging often make every coin look unique. Some collectors enjoy preserving these weathered coins as part of historical coin collections that reflect years of circulation and everyday American life. On the front side of the coin, collectors can see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right with the word Liberty beside him and the year 1993 stamped clearly beneath the portrait. The phrase, "In God We Trust," appears above Lincoln's image, giving the coin its traditional patriotic style. On the reverse side, the Lincoln Memorial design stands proudly in the center with the words, "United States of America," and 1 cent surrounding it. Even in rusty condition, the details of the memorial can still give the coin a vintage appearance that many collectors admire. Some older rusty pennies develop dark brown, reddish, or mixed copper tones that make them visually attractive to collectors who appreciate naturally aged coins. The cultural and historical importance of the 1993 penny is connected to Abraham Lincoln himself, one of the most respected presidents in American history. Lincoln became the first real historical figure featured on a regular circulating U.S. coin, and his image has remained on the penny for generations. These coins represent more than money because they reflect American heritage, history, and national identity. Many collectors remember finding pennies like these during childhood, creating a strong emotional connection that keeps demand alive even for worn or rusty coins. Coins from the 1990s are now gaining more attention because they remind people of a different era before digital payments became common. The 1993 Lincoln cent has an official weight of approximately 2.5 grams because it was made mostly from zinc with a thin copper coating. This composition became standard for pennies after the early 1980s to reduce production costs for the United States Mint. Even though the coin appears small and ordinary, collectors often inspect the weight carefully because unusual weight variations can sometimes indicate rare mint errors or experimental planchets. Many coin enthusiasts use precision scales to examine older pennies in hopes of discovering valuable varieties hidden among common coins. Several key facts make the 1993 penny interesting in the modern collector market. Coins from Philadelphia usually have no mint mark, while Denver coins display a small D beneath the date. Some rare error varieties from 1993 can attract significant attention, including off-center strikes, doubled lettering, or coins with unusual surfaces caused during the minting process. Rusty condition coins are generally considered lower grade, but some collectors still purchase them because unusual toning and authentic circulation can give them a historic appearance. Demand becomes even stronger when a coin has a dramatic error or a rare mint characteristic combined with natural aging. Today, the market value of a normal rusty 1993 1-cent coin is usually small in everyday circulation, but collector excitement can push certain examples into much higher ranges. Some heavily discussed online sales and collector stories mention special 1993 pennies reaching values of around $150, $275, or even $500 when connected to rare errors or exceptional collector interest. In British currency, those exciting collector prices may equal roughly £120, £220, or even more than £400 depending on exchange rates and rarity. Although most rusty coins are not extremely valuable, the possibility of discovering a rare variety keeps collectors searching through old pennies every single day. This excitement is one of the biggest reasons Lincoln cents continue to dominate the coin collecting world. For collectors interested in finding valuable 1993 pennies, careful inspection is extremely important. Experts recommend checking the date closely, examining the edges, and searching for doubled text or unusual colors under bright lighting. Storing coins in protective holders can help prevent further corrosion and maintain collector appeal. Many experienced collectors also compare coins with online photographs or professional grading examples to identify hidden varieties. Even a rusty penny can become a conversation piece when it carries unique characteristics or historical charm that stands out from ordinary coins. The 1993 USA 1-cent coin proves that even the smallest piece of currency can hold surprising interest and collector excitement decades later. From its connection to Abraham Lincoln and American history to the growing fascination with rare coin errors and vintage circulation pieces, this penny continues to capture attention around the world. Whether found inside an old jar, at a flea market, or hidden in everyday change, the rusty 1993 penny still carries the possibility of becoming a memorable collectible. For many coin enthusiasts, the thrill of searching for hidden treasure inside ordinary coins is what makes collecting such an exciting and rewarding hobby.